And then you get to this part of the story where you go, oh, oh my goodness, oh, I see. And the interesting thing is, you've already established this rapport with the character. Your feelings have been established. Now they certainly darken. They change, but that's a really good thing, because that's called enriching. That role
I agree.
is what it is. And the truth of the matter is, what I feel is like, well, if I don't love him, who will? If I don't love him, nobody will. And so my heart kind of goes out to characters like that, whatever like that means. But I've never read this character before.
Have to put anything in your eye?
Yeah, because he's been shrapnel is what's caused the blindness, so we needed to break up the eyes. So we used a kind of an opaque lens.
Wow.
Which also removed a lot of my vision, which was helpful.
Which helped in the process.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I couldn't see nothing.
Obviously, I know under the traditional terms, the blind man is a villain for all intents and purposes. But there is a moment in this film where a group of men hurt his dog. And as a dog lover, my dog's sitting on the couch right over there. There's a moment where I sort of went, okay, go ahead, kill them all, do whatever you need to do, have fun. What does it say about me as an audience member that for at least a moment, I was kind of on your side and just sort of went, go nuts, dude?
Well, I think it says a lot about Fede and Rodo as writers, that they kind of understand some of the buttons that we push with audiences. But it doesn't take a Oscar-winning screenwriter to know that people love dogs. It's just the way it is, man. You hurt a dog, you're going to be in trouble.
Which is, I think, how real life is. No one's ever black and white, and that's what I think this movie does really well.
Ain't it the truth?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Proven to be. He's the guy's a filmmaker. He's a filmmaker par excellence, First of all, I was predisposed to like him because I thought the script was so smart, and he wrote it, So I figured, well, if this dude can write, maybe he can direct, too. And the word I'm getting from somebody I respect is that he can direct very well indeed. So working with him has been just terrific, because, man, he knows what he wants, and he's relentless about getting it, and he's also extremely, collaborative.
Automatically, we bring up the movie Wait Until Dark with Audrey Hepburn. Do you know that movie? Did you watch it?
I do indeed. Well, I actually did Wait Until Dark on Broadway with Marissa Tomei and Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, excuse me.
All right. Well.
I know it only too well,
Okay.
but this is it's an amazing film. One of the reasons I'm out here to talk about it is I'm so impressed. It really transcends any genre as far as I'm concerned. And the director, Fede Alvarez, is the real deal for sure.
So now,
Leave anything behind that they can use, and you use everything you can that they leave behind. Yeah, and don't let your radio antenna stick up your head, man. Tie that sumbitch down, throw your poncho over it so don't look like a radio. Yeah, and don't be running up to me with a handset in your hand. Just don't never run behind my ass, and don't you never holler medic and call him out in the open, or I'll shoot you myself. Now, you sure don't want to put a new man on point, and I don't care what you see on TV or in the movies, and never put dumbass on your best weapon, your M60 machine gun. You want somebody strong enough to handle that gun, somebody that's good enough and brave enough to stay with that gun, because it will draw fire.
Speaking of Freddy Krueger, I was actually, I grew up raised on the slasher films of the 70s and 80s. And since the blind man absolutely knows how to defend himself against threats in his home, part of me wants to see one of those great movie monsters try to break in to see how he would take them on. If you could see the blind man go toe-to-toe with one of the greats, with Freddy, Jason, or Michael, whoever, who would you love to see him defend his home against?
Oh God! Listen, Jake. I don't go to those movies because they scare the shit out of me. You understand that? You got to know that, right? So I don't know, but I do know I do know Torben Bell from from the Actors Studio. So I guess, and he plays one of those guys.
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw. Yeah. So,
Do you feel like working with Fede, what was your preparation? Because it's tough to play a blind character. How did you kind of maneuver through that, playing this guy?
Well, I figured out what would work for me. I was kind of, throwing the kitchen sink at it. I'd do mundane tasks.
sightless, see how that was, see if I could get good at them. But I'd say probably the most important thing that I did, and I mean, I looked at, I got kind of the mechanics of being blind, as it were.
I want to get this straight. You're going to do more avatars?
4 more avatars.
4 more avatars.
Woo!
Yeah.
Nice.
And what about Deadpool 2? Would you be in that, you think?
I don't know. I mean, I'm ready.
Okay.
If
All
they
right.
want me, that's up to the fans.
Okay. all
And of
right.
course, we can't forget Terra Nova.